Ever wonder why some people are dominating life while others are barely making it through the day? Same 24 hours, but some people are building empires while others are barely being able to keep up with their inbox. Same 24 hours, but completely different results. The difference? Mental battery. Your brain doesn't have unlimited processing power. Think of it like an engine. Some people fine-tune theirs while others run it into the ground before noon. High performers are aware that their mental energy is like $1 billion asset. They guard it, optimize it, and constantly find ways to elevate it. Most of us just bleed it dry on useless distractions. Bro, the irony is that most of the time those distractions make you feel worse and exhausted. Instead of enjoying what life has to offer, you're drained, isolated, and stuck in a loop. Let's break this cycle together. Think of your energy like a computer's processing power. Try to picture this. You and your friend has a similar laptop, similar processing power. It is the morning. Your laptop is 60% charged and you have a shitty Wi-Fi. What will happen if you open 50 tabs at once and run useless programs on the background? Your system will probably lag like a 10-year-old laptop. Your friend's laptop is fully charged and he invested in a decent Wi-Fi. He switches on his laptop, focuses on one thing at a time, and only opens what's necessary for that particular task. The issue was never the laptop. It's the maintenance and the way it's being used. Bro, let's be real. Scrolling TikTok until you pass out, snoozing alarms, waking up to endless notifications, your brain is already drained before you even start the day. You're busy processing irrelevant information. Every decision, every distraction, every unnecessary task eats up your processing power. By the time you get to your most important task, you're already overheating. Bro, stop running on power mode and use those 3 principles to control your mental energy. Principle 1. Reduce your processing power leakage. Your mental energy is leaking everywhere. Let's patch those holes. Start with the basic: sleep. No more compromising there. You firstly want to make sure that you have recharged your battery enough. Quality sleep is non-negotiable, yet so many of us treat it like an option. The night before, switch off your phone an hour before bed. Meditate, read, or do anything low energy. The blue light and all those stimulants from endless scrolling, it's killing your sleep quality. And during the day, hit the gym. After a workout, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, or adrenaline that makes you happier and more excited to smash the day. Bro, that post-workout soreness feels incredible when you finally get to sink into that bed. Trust me, it will be the best sleep of your life. I personally prefer to train during the night, but some people prefer early mornings. There's no right or wrong as long as you're doing it. Try and see what works for you. Wake up without an alarm for a few days and see how much rest your body actually needs. It's usually between 7 to 8 hours. And when you wake up, resist the urge to use your phone for first thing in the morning. Maybe you want to check if that beautiful chick replied, or you want to have a harmless scroll for social media. This dopamine spike will eventually make you crash. Think about it. Your brain is just waking up in a calm, slow state, and boom, your phone slams in with notification, email, news, and all this external drama. Instead of starting the day with clarity, you're drowning in information before you even get out of bed. If you start with passive scrolling, your brain gets wired for reactive behavior, chasing distractions instead of deep, meaningful work. This sets the tone for the entire day. Here are a few changes that you can implement that will have a massive impact on your energy level. Turn off your Wi-Fi or your phone notifications before sleeping. I make it a rule not to use my phone for the first 2 hours of the day. Food matters too. Cut down on sugar and refined carbs. They'll spike up your sugar level and leave you crashing after a while. Focus on high protein and high fiber products such as chicken, meat, or green vegetables that are good for your guts and ensure a slow, steady release of glucose into your body, which will lead to a more balanced energy level. Here's something else that I've been working on personally, and you probably should too if you're struggling with that. Let's say you have $1,000. Someone comes to you with an investment opportunity. They tell you you can either invest in A, where you lose $200, or you invest in B, where you gain $200. Bro, unless you're retarded, you'll obviously choose option B. But when it comes to time, we often treat it differently. We say yes to things we don't want to, we interact with people we don't like, we go to places we don't enjoy. All this just to appear as a nice person. Bro, time is your most valuable asset. Treat it like money. Imagine how life would have been if you limit those unnecessary losses. You invest that money into people that you actually care about and your personal growth or career. Over time, you feel more energized. There's a glow in your face. When you make best use of your time, the way you see the world is different. You become more successful, you're authentic, and your interaction with other people is much more meaningful. Principle 2. Processing power efficiency. Your battery is at its maximum when you wake up. Your brain has not been cluttered yet and you're still very receptive. The first few hours of the day is the prime time for high performance work. When I wake up, I usually spend the next 5 to 10 minutes reminding myself of the things I'm grateful for and what are my main objectives for the day. When you have like a mental picture of your main priorities for the day, instead of feeling aimless, your ambitions will drive you to keep up for the whole day. I will then spend the next few hours tackling big goals such as studying for my actual exams or writing scripts for my YouTube channel. My evenings are usually for low energy activities like cooking, spending time with my friends or editing videos. Plan your day accordingly to ensure that you're optimizing your processing power usage. Successful people like Jeff Bezos never has important meetings in the afternoon because decision fatigue has already set in by then. Steve Jobs wears the same types of shirts every day so that he doesn't lose his mental energy on low value decisions. You don't have to go to that extreme. I personally feel one should master every facet of his life. I'll be honest with you, I take care of myself and enjoy dressing up so that when I get in a room, everyone can feel my presence. You don't need to wear the same outfit every day, but you can perhaps use your time more efficiently. Make low value decisions such as picking an outfit the night before. Principle 3. Increase the processing power level. Now, if you want to level up your brain power, you must start hacking it. Curate a lifestyle that fuels you. Everyone's idea of a balanced lifestyle is different. Mine is in living in the extremes. I usually have a very packed week, working full-time, studying, gym, making contents. Even when I'm traveling to work, I'm either listening to a podcast, reading something, or just doing any work. I go all in. I also love spending time alone. I recharge myself by walking in nature, stargazing and letting my mind wander, or just chilling alone and watching a movie. Other days, meeting people in small groups fuels me up. I love having deep conversations and finding out how my people are doing. And sometimes when I need to blow some steam and reset, I let loose by having a wild night out. I put aside my discipline side. I'm socializing, dancing, singing until sunrise. I'm not saying that's the way to live life. What I'm saying is you need to know what brings you joy and then do it unapologetically. If you need alone time, don't feel guilty about telling your friends you're busy. If you want to catch up with your friends, take the initiative and set up a plan. But balance that joy with discipline. Train your brain to show up even when it's hard. Feeling tired? Push through and just do a little bit more. That's the key to building discipline and achieving more things daily over time. This is neuroplasticity in action. It involves the brain's ability to rewire and adapt by forming new neural connections by consistently repeating a set of actions. At some point, it becomes second nature for you to be energetic and productive for longer periods of time. You don't need to force yourself anymore. You can also use supplements such as fish oil to improve your brain health. For a while now, I have been using a natural Ayurvedic supplement called Shilajit. This has considerably increased my energy level and focus. I'm not trying to promote this. This works for me. It's worth it for you to do your own research into different supplements and try and see what works for you. Your mental energy is your most valuable asset. Treat it like the billion-dollar resource it is. Stop letting it leak on meaningless interactions, bad habits, and distractions. Reclaim your focus, optimize your routines, and protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. Join me to see life through a different perspective.